There's a new real estate scam that could cost you your most expensive asset. The FBI has received numerous complaints about title pirates, and now they're issuing a public warning. On your sides, Christine Lazar's here with what we need to know. What do we need to know, Christine?
Well, Jamie, we want to tell you about what these title pirates are doing. They are criminals who file phony documents claiming they own a property that actually belongs to someone else. And the property owner often finds out about it after it's too late. Joining us now in studio for this very hot topic is estate trust and legacy planning attorney Rosita Yacobi. Good morning. Thanks so much for joining us in studio.
Good morning.
So can you explain how these title pirates do what they do?
What they do is they portray themselves to be the owners of the property, and they create documents and deeds that says they are the owners, when they're in fact not the owners. So they con these attorneys to say, I need you to create a deed for me, I need to sell my property, or they actually reach out to lenders and they go after properties that are fully paid off, and they go and secure a loan or sell it to an unsuspecting buyer.
So then you have either a loan on your property that you're on the hook for,
yes,
or they sell the property right out from under you.
Yes, they do.
So what can property owners do? I would think that this would be especially concerning for all of the fire victims, people
yes,
who now are in flux anyway and, are kind of already buried in paperwork. So what can we do to protect ourselves?
There's a few things you could do. One of them is when you're purchasing property, get title insurance. Get a reputable title company to get your insurance because they check those facts. The second one is get a title deed monitoring, like a title lock, where they monitor. They notify you after the fact, but at least it's better if you know it as soon as possible. And the third way, and that's what I do, is set up a trust. Trust acts as a shield. Each one of these items acts as a shield against intruders. Think of the pirates as intruders.
So if you have a trust on your property, it makes it harder for them to go online and start filing all these bogus documents.
Right, because they would have to, most of the time they'll ask for some kind of a certification of trust and various documents proving that it's your property and it's in a trust.
I think when people hear trust, they think that's only what wealthy people have. I'm just a simple person with a home that maybe I didn't pay a lot for decades ago. What do you say to that?
It's not. It's actually, I'm going to debunk that myth, because anybody whose assets are over $184,500 can get a trust. And I have clients that have $350,000 of value of property, and then I have some that have $35 million of property. So it depends on the circumstances, but if you own property in Southern California, you probably need a trust.
And to go about getting a trust, obviously you need to have someone who's licensed to write it up for you. Is it super expensive? Is it something you can do pretty quickly?
It's actually very simple. You meet with an attorney. They determine if you need a revocable or irrevocable or a combination of trust. And they set up things for you that you need based on, and it's not just setting up a trust. We address healthcare directive or deal with incapacity as well. And the cost ranges from something very simple that's not complicated, about $4,000, and it goes up. Generally though, for a family with 2 kids and a home, it's about $5,000.
And before we let you go, I want to bring up this opportunity because we have so many people impacted by the fires. Do you worry that in this time of property flux, where people are deciding whether to sell or not, they have open lots, maybe they have it on the real estate market. Do you have any warning for fire victims of what they should do?
Yes. What I tell them is you really need to show up. Not just fire victims, all the lenders, anybody who's buying these properties, make sure you get a person in person. Try not to do it electronically. What's happening with these pirates? They're particularly trying to push everything electronically, which is what we've been doing since the pandemic. But it's better if you actually come and see the person in person, get their license, because they're very good at faking licenses and saying they're the owners. Actually contacting them, getting them on FaceTime, getting them on Zoom where you actually see the person. The scammers do not show up on Zoom or FaceTime.
That's a very good point. And that's a great tip for basically all scams. You know,
Yes.
see them in person. Don't do anything all electronically. Well, Rosita, thank you so much for joining us today and giving us that information. Jamie and Sheba, back to you.
Fascinating.
Very helpful.
Christine, thank you.